In this unit, you studied gerunds and infinitives. Let's look at them again. Nadia is about to start workplace training for her first job. Her friend Ryan asks how she feels about it. Listen.
So, tomorrow you start your on-the-job training. It was a great decision to go ahead with this job.
I guess. But you know me, worrying about things is my speciality. I hardly slept a wink last night.
Well, you'd better try to get some rest tonight. And try not to worry. Everything's going to turn out fine. And then you'll regret having fussed so much.
Ryan says, so tomorrow you start your on-the-job training. In this sentence, training is a gerund, an ing verb which functions as a noun. We can form compound nouns like on-the-job training with gerunds. Ryan adds, it was a great decision to go ahead with this job. The verb decide is followed by a to infinitive, so the noun decision also takes a to infinitive. Nadia says, worrying about things is my speciality. Worrying about things is the subject of her sentence. The whole clause is a gerund because it begins with the gerund worrying. Ryan says, you'd better try to get some rest tonight. Some expressions like had better are followed by an infinitive without to. Ryan continues, you'll regret having fussed so much. He uses the verb regret followed by the perfect gerund having fussed. Perfect gerunds are used to stress that something is in the past and is completed at or by a certain time. Gerunds function as nouns in a sentence. Look at a table. We can use gerunds after prepositions. We can also use them after certain expressions such as it's worth, it's no good, and there's no point. Present gerunds can be active or passive. The active form is verb plus ing. The passive form is being plus a past participle. We use perfect gerunds to stress that something happened before the time of the main verb. The active form is having plus past participle. The passive form is having been plus past participle. We can use infinitives with and without to after certain words and expressions. Look at a table. We use infinitives without to after modal verbs. We also use them after expressions like had better and would rather, and verbs like let and make. They can also be used as imperatives. We use to infinitives after many adjectives. We also use them after comparatives, superlatives, and ordinal numbers like first and second. We use to infinitives after expressions with the word time. We also use to infinitives after certain quantifiers plus noun. Look at a table with active and passive infinitives. Passive simple infinitives are formed with be or to be plus past participle. Passive continuous infinitives are formed with be being or to be being plus a past participle. We rarely use the form to be being. Active perfect continuous infinitives are formed with have been or to have been plus ing verb. The passive form is have been being plus past participle, but we rarely use this form. When you are ready, go to the activity. Is the grammar correct? Choose yes or no. Look at the sentences again. We say, she was shocked to see that the park was full of litter, and it's not worth asking her. She'll just say no. Very good. That's the end of the language check. You can use it to revise gerunds and infinitives as often as you want.